Have you ever found yourself lying in bed at night, thinking, I should have worked out today, I'll definitely do it tomorrow morning? But then, when tomorrow's alarm goes off, you hit snooze, rush through your morning routine, and promise yourself you'll exercise in the evening instead. Sound familiar? I used to be trapped in this exact cycle for years. Everyone talks about the benefits of morning workouts, but let me tell you something that might completely change how you think about exercise timing. Recent groundbreaking research has revealed that when you exercise might be even more important than how you exercise, especially when we're talking about the dramatic differences you'll see after 10 years. What I'm about to share with you today could literally transform not just your body, but your entire quality of life a decade from now. We're talking about the difference between looking and feeling 7 years younger versus aging at the normal rate. The difference between having the energy of someone half your age versus struggling with basic daily activities. A massive study conducted at the University of Texas followed 850 participants aged 25 to 65 for 8 full years, comparing 3 groups: morning exercisers working out between 6 and 9 a.m., evening exercisers training 2 hours before bedtime, and a control group with no structured exercise routine. The results were absolutely mind-blowing. The morning exercise group showed impressive improvements with a 23% reduction in body fat and an 18% increase in muscle mass. Their metabolic rate increased by 15%, essentially turning them into calorie-burning machines even at rest. But here's where it gets really interesting. The evening exercise group didn't just outperform the morning group. They obliterated the results. Body fat dropped by 31%, muscle mass increased by 24%, and, most remarkably, their sleep quality improved by 86%. This led to a 140% increase in growth hormone production during their enhanced deep sleep phases. The long-term health markers were even more striking. While morning exercisers reduced their cardiovascular disease risk by 28%, evening exercisers saw a 34% reduction. Diabetes risk dropped 22% for morning exercisers, but a substantial 29% for the evening group. But why does evening exercise produce these superior results? The answer lies in our body's natural circadian rhythms and hormone production patterns. Research from the University of Copenhagen's Exercise Physiology Department shows that our core body temperature peaks in the evening, making our muscles 15% more flexible and powerful during this time. This means you get more bang for your buck with every representative, every set, every workout. When you perform strength training in the evening, particularly 2 hours before bedtime, your body temperature gradually decreases afterward, naturally preparing you for deeper, more restorative sleep. During this enhanced sleep, growth hormone floods your system, repairing and building muscle tissue while you rest. It's like having a 24-hour recovery and muscle building factory that works overtime. Morning workouts certainly have their merits. Harvard Medical School research indicates that morning exercise elevates your metabolic rate throughout the entire day, leading to increased calorie burn for up to 14 hours post-workout. Morning exercisers also benefit from increased serotonin production, leading to improved mood and mental clarity that lasts all day. However, the 10-year comparison data is where evening exercise truly shines. Follow-up studies revealed that consistent evening exercisers showed biological aging that was 7.2 years slower than their chronological age after a decade. Morning exercisers, while still impressive, showed 5.8 years of biological age reduction. This isn't just about looking younger. We're talking about measurably better muscle mass, bone density, cardiovascular function, cognitive performance, and immune system strength across the board. But there are critical guidelines you must follow to maximize evening exercise benefits. First, exercise intensity matters tremendously. High-intensity workouts too close to bedtime can overstimulate your nervous system, leading to insomnia and negating all the benefits. Your target should be 70 to 80% of maximum heart rate. intense enough to challenge your muscles, but allowing your heart rate to normalize within 30 minutes post-workout. Timing is absolutely crucial. You must finish exercising exactly 2 hours before your intended bedtime. If you typically sleep at 11 p.m., your workout should end by 9 p.m., no exceptions. This allows your elevated core temperature to gradually decrease, triggering your body's natural sleep preparation mechanisms. The cool-down phase is essential and often overlooked. Spend at least 15 minutes doing static stretching and light mobility work. This isn't just about injury prevention, it's about transitioning your nervous system from the sympathetic state of exercise to the parasympathetic state, needed for quality sleep. Nutrition timing can make or break your evening workout success. 2 hours before exercising, consume complex carbohydrates like oatmeal or sweet potato to provide sustained energy. 1 hour before, add simple carbs like a banana for quick fuel. Immediately post-workout, within 30 minutes, consume protein and carbohydrates in a 3-to-1 ratio. Here's a game-changing tip: focus on casein protein after evening workouts. Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, or a casein protein shake will provide slow-releasing amino acids throughout the night, maximizing muscle recovery and growth while you sleep. For those concerned about evening exercise disrupting sleep, start gradually. Begin with moderate-intensity workouts ending 3 hours before bedtime. Then progressively adjust as your body adapts over 2 to 3 weeks. Age-specific considerations are important. People in their 20s and early 30s can handle higher-intensity evening workouts due to superior recovery capacity. Those over 40 should focus on controlled movements and adequate recovery time. After 50, emphasize functional strength training, using resistance bands or bodyweight exercises rather than heavy weights. Women should consider their menstrual cycle, as hormonal fluctuations can affect sleep patterns and recovery. During premenstrual phases, slightly reduce exercise intensity to accommodate natural body rhythm changes. Your occupation matters too. Those with physically demanding jobs might benefit more from morning exercise, while sedentary office workers will find evening workouts excellent for stress relief and circulation improvement. Let me paint a picture of what 10 years of consistent evening strength training looks like. Research participants who maintained evening workout routines showed 35% more muscle mass and 28% higher bone density compared to sedentary peers. Their cardiovascular markers remained in optimal ranges, with blood pressure averaging 15 millimeters of mercury lower and cholesterol levels consistently healthy. Cognitive function differences were remarkable. Evening exercisers scored 42% higher on memory tests and showed significantly improved focus and decision-making abilities. This stems from improved cerebral blood flow and enhanced neuroplasticity from regular exercise. The aesthetic changes were striking too. Despite being the same chronological age, evening exercisers had 26% better skin elasticity and dramatically improved body composition. Waist circumference decreased an average of 5 inches, while shoulder and back development created completely transformed silhouettes. Most importantly, quality of life improvements were profound. These individuals showed greater stress resilience, lower rates of depression and anxiety, and increased self-confidence. That positively impacted both professional and personal relationships. The transformation doesn't happen overnight. Expect an adaptation period of 2 to 3 weeks as your body adjusts. Most people notice sleep quality improvements by week 3, with energy and strength gains becoming apparent around week 6. By 3 months, the changes become visible to others. Starting is simpler than you think. Begin with 30 to 40 minutes of basic bodyweight exercises 3 times per week. Push-ups, squats, planks, and lunges form an excellent foundation. As you progress, add resistance bands or light dumbbells to increase challenge and stimulate continued adaptation. The key is consistency over perfection. You don't need a full gym setup at home. 2 square meters of space, a yoga mat, Resistance bands and adjustable dumbbells are sufficient for a comprehensive strength training routine. Track your progress with a simple workout log. Record exercises, repetitions, weights used, and how you felt each session. This data becomes incredibly motivating as you witness your steady improvement over weeks and months. Set realistic, achievable goals. Start with exercise 3 times this week, rather than ambitious targets that lead to disappointment and abandonment. Small, consistent victories build sustainable habits. Find ways to make evening workouts enjoyable. Create an energizing playlist. Watch favorite shows while doing cardio intervals, or involve family members in your routine. When exercise becomes a highlight of your day, rather than a chore, consistency becomes natural. Remember, every evening you choose to exercise instead of collapsing on the couch. You're not just building muscle and burning calories. You're investing in a version of yourself that will be stronger, more energetic, more confident, and genuinely younger 10 years from now. The time is now. Your best decade starts with tonight's workout. Make the choice that your 10-year-older self will thank you for, and begin building the strongest, healthiest version of yourself starting this evening.